Here's the third one, and this one kind of makes sense. You would expect this one to be on the list, and that is we need to recruit fantastic people to join us. And when I say recruit, I don't think people know this, Matt, that it's every day for me. I think it's the most important function other than preaching and studying. It's the most important function I bring personally to the Church in the Highlands organization. And that is, I'm always looking for leaders and for talent and when I say that God has to send them to us. I don't want to be disrespectful to, this is a calling. This is a ministry
Right.
we're a part of. I'm not an agency, right? But there's never any conversation that I'm in with someone that I'm thinking, I wonder if we should do life together. I wonder if they should be on our team. I wonder if I have them in the right spot. And that's
my story.
Tell your story for a second.
Started out on the creative team, so got hired at Highlands to help create video content. And so I ran cameras and edited videos and started interacting with you in between services on Sundays, talking about our Sunday experience. And you started asking me questions. Hey,
well, I think we actually brought you were so creative, we brought you into our creative meeting that we have every Thursday. And you always came prepared with some of the best questions and ideas, and you saw ways to make our church better, which meant I was underutilizing you. And that's when I knew, I got to get you into a place where you can touch more than a video. And honestly, I'll say this to you. I know your other 22 colleagues are listening, the campus pastors, but you're one of the best, if not the best, man. You bring a lot of joy to all that we are as a church, and that's something that we can never stop doing.
You don't ever stop doing it. I see you at all staffs. And I'm watching you on stage before all staff starts. You're scanning the room to see who is working with people, who's gathering people around them. And you're also watching the person sitting off by themselves, who's just in a chair.
And I'm very attracted to people who what I call light up the room. Mm-hmm. So I've been known to hire people and to promote people to places just because of the way they can change the temperament of the room.
Can you tell the story about Amy Lee Bamberg?
So in the very first years of the church, I was looking for someone to lead our dream team, which are our volunteers. It would turn into be, tens of thousands of volunteers. But I knew culture was more important than organization, especially in the early years of the church. So we had this monthly reception for all the new people in our church. And back then, everybody was new, of course, in the early years of our church. And this is where we just explained, the story of Highlands, why I moved to Birmingham, what our vision is. I think most people do something like that. But one of the things I used to add to this meeting was I would always have someone speak who was actually in their chair last month, and they joined the church now. And I thought, what better to hear from somebody who a month ago was trying to look for a church, and now they picked the church. So I used to pick 2 or 3 people from the previous month's reception to come say why they joined the church. And I'll never forget, she had just graduated at Auburn University ready for this, in landscape horticulture.
Yeah.
So she was going to put plants in people's yards and design landscaping. She got up there and communicated our vision. She owned the room. Afterwards, she was high-fiving people. I think she met everyone there. There were hundreds of people there that night. She met everyone. And I walked up to her and I said, I don't know what you're good at, but I want to hire you today. I'll find a place for you.
It was a quick interview process.
And she ended up leading 10,000, 12,000 dream teamers with a landscape degree.
And she is still to this day the standard for what a dream team director does. The spirit she did it with, the personality, the joy.
Exactly.
That's how she did it.
And that's what I mean by recruiting fantastic people to join you. I think most people have heard the list. I'll include them in the show notes. So if you're working out or driving, don't think, oh my goodness, I want all this content. I think I learned this first at the Global Leadership Summit. But what you're looking for people, I call them the 6 C's. And that is, I want something that's obviously Christian. Anyway, so you don't want to really, if you're going to lead a church, you might want to start there. You want someone with character. You want someone with competency, so they're good at what they do. You want someone with chemistry,
That's big.
so you get along. We call this the divine flow. I don't know why I love you, I just do. And by the way, the opposite of that is true. Somebody who's very competent, but you just would rather avoid them, don't hire them.
What's your filter for your day off?
So I've always said that I would never hire somebody that I wanted to avoid on my day off.
That's great.
Because I wanted to do life with the value of chemistry. The fifth one is culture. Do they love the culture of your church? And then finally, are they called? So we'll include those in the show notes. But we're recruiting fantastic people to join us.